Hello, and welcome to this week's Art Like Minisode. This week, we're going to be talking about an oldie but goodie, judge a book by its cover. Now, I'm still on my C drama short sort of kick, and so I've been watching a lot of C dramas, and one of the more common tropes is being reborn, and it's usually two people are reborn and they swap lives. So that's a very common trope that happens over a lot of different C-dramas that I've watched. The one I watched most recently that sort of compelled me to have this conversation was I found it on YouTube and the title is Sister Stole My Life, Reborn. She took the wealthy family. I chose grandma. Is she happy now? And surprise, surprise, she was not happy. And I want to talk about this general premise just because like there's this idea that because they look like they're living with a wealthy family, that their life must be so much easier than mine, that their life must be so much better than mine. And so I want that life only for when they're actually reborn, things are still terrible. Even after switching, like their life doesn't exactly change. And so I think it's really important that we stop eyeballing and, like, wanting the lives of other people, especially if, 1, we don't know what they did to get there or what they're having to experience while there, and 2, we know that we are not the person they are to have gotten to that level or who to have been able to maintain that sort of reality. Because that's something that happens in that trope a lot as well, is that, like, they switched lives, but the other person didn't realize that, like, oh, the person they switched lives with was doing a lot of, like, grunt work and to maintain the illusion of this perfect life. But all they saw was the outside. They didn't know what was going on the inside. So, no, don't judge a book by its cover. That's an oldie but goodie lesson. Um, and it's just very important that we keep that in mind. Be sure to check out last week's episode of Art Like Everything Else, the podcast. And be on the lookout for next week's episode of Art Like Everything Else, the podcast. If you're new here, if you'd like to follow my other page, it is The Lovely Infinite. Those are my personal pages. And if you'd like to join my collective or be a part of my collective, feel free to follow me at the CMP Collective on Instagram and on TikTok. I'm going to make a Twitter, but I'd really rather just make a website than actually make a Twitter. So that's- the website is in the works. But yes, that's all I have for you today. Thank you for listening. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.